Welcome to First Congregational United Church of Christ in Downers Grove. We welcome you to week number 4 of Compassion Camp. No matter where you are on your journey, you are welcome here to learn with us. Please remember that our weekly offerings are designed for you to engage with, off and on, throughout the week, as your schedule allows. The link you've received contains a welcome, a song to learn with Kelly Kelpin, a Bible story and imagining questions with me, Mona Johnson, creating and crafting with Sarah Farillo and Jenny Hallman, movement and yoga with Nadine Bahavalos, and a closing for the week. It is our desire that you use that pause button often so that you can engage with each other and God's world, taking some time away from a screen. So, hello, friends. It is so good to see you here today in this space. I have some questions for you. Just say out loud the first answer that pops into your mind. Who is always there for Minnie Mouse? Who is always there for Iron Man? Who is always there for Harry Potter? Who is always there for people in danger? Who is always there for people who are sick? Who is always there for children? Who is always there for you? Now, that probably seemed pretty easy, but I'm wondering, what does always there even mean? What does it mean to be there for someone? Does it mean that you are right beside them? What does it mean to be there for the sick, for the poor, for your family, for yourself? Another way of saying this is being present with someone. If I want to be present with a friend, I wait, I listen, and I ask them how I can support them best. As we prepare to learn more this week about being present with each other, let's begin with a compassion prayer. Place one hand on your head and one on your heart. We are doing this to remember that compassion often happens in our brain, but we feel it in our heart. Repeat after me. Loving Spirit, you are active and alive, always stirring and moving within and around us. Please be an encouraging wind at our backs, giving us open minds and soft hearts to follow where you lead. Make us flexible and present in each moment, that we might embrace compassion by letting go of what we expected. Amen. Whether we are together or apart, God is always with us, and we can be present with each other in so many ways too. This week's song is about being present with God and each other, no matter what the situation. Let's learn our new song, Face to Face, together with Ms. Kelly.
This is Face to Face. Let's sing together.
Face to face or far away, God is present among us. Lift Listen to the Spirit say, I am here with you. Face to face or far away, God is present among us. Listen to your neighbor say, I am here with you. As close as your breath, your beating heart, I am here with you. As far as you go, no matter the time, I am here with you. Face to face or far away, God is present among us. Listen to your family say, I am here with you. Face to face or far away, God is present among us. Listen to your community say, I am here with you. As close as your breath, your beating heart, I am here with you. As far as you go, no matter the time, I am here with you. As far as you go, no matter the time, I am here with you.
Welcome back. I'm glad you are joining me for the story this week. Compassion helps us be present with each other. When we follow God's Spirit, which is always on the move, we are open to the people we encounter along our way. Then they can experience God's Spirit through our care. Through the story of Ruth, Orpah, and Naomi, we will witness how compassion involves deep trust, an open mind, and a soft heart. We will learn that being present with each other often asks us to let go of our expectations, to be flexible, and to trust the Spirit as we seek to lead compassionate lives. Today's story comes from Ruth 1. It has some hard and sad feelings in it. It's a story about tough choices. As you listen to the story, see if you can notice what being open and present to the people along the way can look like. When our compassion is strong, we are alive to the feelings of others around us. We are open to feeling what they feel and how we can be with and support them in those feelings. In Judah, there once was a man named Elimelech who worried about how his family would survive a famine. He took his wife Naomi and their 2 sons, Mahlon and Chilion, to the country of Moab. They settled there and made a life among the people. Soon those sons married 2 women named Orpah and Ruth. Sadly, Naomi's husband passed away. And then even her 2 sons died too. Naomi missed her family and wanted to go back home, so she began the long journey back to Judah. As was the custom for daughters by law, Orpah and Ruth followed her. But Naomi insisted that they stay home in Moab. Go back to your family. May the Lord deal kindly with you as you have dealt with your husbands and me. And peace be with you. Then Naomi hugged them goodbye, and they all cried together. But Orpah and Ruth were determined to follow her. Naomi tried to persuade them. I do not want to ruin your chance at marriage and having your own family. If you stay with me, you will have nothing, because I cannot give you anything. I have lost everything, and my heart is so bitter. They all cried together once again. And Orpah decided to go back, but Ruth clung to Naomi even more. Naomi said to Ruth, "Don't stay with me. Go back with Orpah." But Ruth opened up to her. "Don't make me leave you. Where you go, I will go. Where you make your home, I will make my home. Your people will be my people. Your God, my God. And where you die and are buried, I will be buried there too. I will be your family." When Naomi saw that she couldn't change Ruth's mind, her heart softened. She accepted Ruth, and they traveled back to Judah together. Ruth lovingly took care of Naomi, and she became like a daughter to her. Let's take some time to think about our story. Remember, you can use the pause button after each question so that you have time to think and discuss together. How did Orpah feel when she went back to her family? And how did Naomi and Ruth feel when she did? What did Naomi feel when Ruth kept saying, "I'm going with you"? How does compassion, seeing, feeling, and easing hurt, help us to be present? How can you be with someone when they are hurting? How can you let someone be with you when you are hurt? Sometimes it's hard to know what direction to take. It really is. But if we are present to the experiences of those around us, we can trust God's Spirit to show us the compassionate way. Naomi showed compassion to Ruth and Orpah by encouraging them to go back to their families. Ruth showed compassion to Naomi by going with her. Orpah showed compassion by supporting Ruth's decision while making the choice that was best for her. All compassion in their own way, showing us that there are many ways to follow the Spirit's leading to love and care. I hope you enjoy the rest of week number 4, learning to show compassion by being present with those around you.
You have your image for session 4 along the way. After you've finished coloring it, please be sure to cut that out and to attach it to your mobile, and we are one step closer to our finished product. Compassion helps us be present with each other in other ways when we slow down to pay attention with all of our senses, sight or smell, touch, taste, and hearing. You're invited to take a walk around your neighborhood, or if it's easier to just use a webcam to view animals, aquarium, or a virtual visit to a museum. Just explore your neighborhood and your world and be aware, be present.
Yoga began as a spiritual practice in ancient India, centering on bringing the mind, body, and the spirit into oneness with the divine. This meaningful practice has grown globally, with people of all faiths and belief systems, finding nourishment in different variations. It is a powerful reminder of how we learn from one another. When we say Namaste, we connect with siblings across the world.
Welcome to Compassion Camp Yoga. This is week 4, and this week I'll be leading you through a breath and yoga sequence, connecting our bodies with compassion's gift of presence and awareness. Being present to ourselves and our own bodies helps us to be present with each other. So we're going to begin in Sukhasana, our easy seated position. So get comfortable here, and we're going to connect with our 3 breaths with movement, breath with movement. And being present to our breath allows us to create space, to let go of thoughts, and create space to be still and listen. So we're going to find our sitting bones, lengthen out through our spine, out through the crown of our head. And as you inhale, your hands can be on your knees or open palm, or you can begin moving with breath with your arms. So whatever you are feeling today, let your body move in that way. So with our inhale, we recite with an open heart, and exhale, I am present to the spirit within and around me. 2 more times. Inhale with an open heart. Exhale, I am present to the spirit within and around me. With an open heart, I am present to the spirit within and around me. So our yoga practice helps us to create space so that we can let go of any tension that we're holding on to and create space to feel the spirit moving within. And then that opens up our senses to be listening for how God is speaking to us. So we create stillness and space to be able to hear what God is saying to us. So we're going to slowly rise and come up to a familiar pose that we've been doing called Tadasana, mountain pose. In mountain pose, we are reminded of our strength and we are unshakable. We are going to be coming to the top of our mat, inhaling here, and exhale, float down to your hands to your mat, and if you need to, you can bend your knees so that both your feet and your hands are rooted in your mat. We prepare here and we focus our eyes forward for what life is bringing us. And then slowly roll, massaging your back, and come up to mountain. We're going to come to the wide edge of our mat and spread our feet here and pivot your right foot so it's pointing toward the front of your mat. Bend your right leg and extend your arms. This pose is called Warrior Two, Virabhadrasana 2 in Sanskrit. We're going to exhale, we're going to come forward and then pivot your arms to the mat. And you get a deep hip space. We're creating space, remember, in our hips, opening up through our heart. And if this is too much of a heart opener, if you're feeling any restriction, you can bring that left arm to a bind behind you, because the focus of this pose is not to be holding your breath, but to still create space for your breath to move in your front heart, in your right hip, through your back. And then as you exhale, bring your arm up and then fold it as if you were closing a book. Bring your left foot behind you and then walk it up a couple of steps, and you will feel a very deep stretch in that right hamstring. If that's too deep for you, you can always come to a low lunge. But if you can, come up to, this pose is called Parsvottanasana, pyramid pose, and you can see that your legs are making a pyramid. If all our bodies are made different, so if your arms are not reaching the ground, you can bring either blocks or a stack of books to raise the ground up to you. And this is a nice way, if you're just beginning yoga and your muscles have not opened up yet. Did I remind you that you should do these every day? It helps a lot. Still lengthening out through the crown of your spine, feeling the breath moving from your crown chakra, your head, to your root. And exhale, walk your hands up to center, and then roll back up. Inhale here, we're going to take those same movements on the other side. So pivot your left foot, and then bend your left knee. Your knee should be just about over your heel. Find your strength here before you add your arms. Inhale, your arms up. And then exhale, come forward, and then pivot that left arm now to the ground. You can actually add a block here for support if you like, underneath that left hand. Exhale, fold your right arm as if it were a book, pivot to a high lunge, walk your right foot in, and being kind to yourself, try and stretch that left leg, straighten that left leg, keeping your hips even, opening up through your lower back, your sacrum. And then exhale, let it go, come back to center, and roll up to your mountain. Bring your hands up to Anjali Mudra, our prayer position, which reminds us as we bring down to exhale, head to heart are connected, so that we lead with love and lead with compassion, create stillness and space for us to be compassionate and listen to one another. The light in me sees the divine light in you. Namaste.
Compassion in Action invites us to be present in the world, spiritually present. And this week, We work on those pieces of inspiration for ourselves and others. Maybe it's making a poster. Maybe it's using sidewalk chalk and going outside to draw on the sidewalk. Maybe you're writing words of inspiration. Maybe you're finding quotes that will inspire you or inspire others. You could use Post-it notes and put those on your refrigerator or put them on your coffee pot so that you see them first thing in the morning. Find ways to bring inspiration into your life and into the lives of others. Be inspired, have compassion, and put it into action.
Welcome back, everyone. I hope you've enjoyed this week of Compassion Camp. We've learned a lot about compassion. This is compassion. I see your hurt. I feel your hurt with you. I help to ease your hurt. Compassion helps us see and welcome each other and helps us be brave. We've learned how important it is to love and care for ourselves. This week, we explored what it looks like to be present with each other through the story of Ruth, Orpah, and Naomi. When Naomi lost her husband and sons, and Ruth and Orpah lost their husbands, they each faced a difficult decision of staying or going, and had to choose the best direction for them. But they showed compassion to one another, and each also received compassion. Naomi showed compassion to Ruth and Orpah in giving them the option to return to their families. Ruth showed compassion by choosing to stay with Naomi when she'd lost her husband and 2 sons. Orpah showed compassion by returning to her family to help them. Compassion goes both ways. Each could make their own hard decision because of the compassion they received. They showed us what compassion looks like when we are present with people we encounter along the way. When I am open and present with someone, I wait with them, I listen carefully to them, and I ask how I can support them best. When we show up for people like this, we give compassion. And when people show up for us like this, we receive compassion. These 3 women shared compassion in a hard situation and showed us how we can give and receive compassion too. Let's close in the same way we opened our week. Place one hand on your head and one on your heart. We do this because compassion begins in our brains, but we feel it in our heart. Repeat after me. Loving Spirit, you are active and alive, always stirring and moving within and around us. Please be an encouraging wind at our backs, giving us open minds and soft hearts to lead and follow where you lead. Make us flexible and present in each moment, that we might embrace compassion by letting go of what was expected. Amen. We can always be present with each other because we are filled with God's love and God's promises to always stay with us. Let's end our week singing our song, Face to Face, together with Miss Kelly.
Face to face or far away, God is present among us. Listen to the Spirit say, I am here with you. Face to face face or far away, God is present among us. Listen to your neighbor say, I am here with you. As close as your breath, your beating heart, I am here with you. As far as you go, no matter the time, I am here with you. Face to face or far away, God is present among us. Listen to your family say, I am here with you. Face to face or far away, God is present among us. Listen to your community say, I am here with you. As close as your breath, your beating heart, I am here with you. As far as you go, no matter the time, I am here with you. As far as you go, no matter the time,